Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another engaging session of AI Talk 3.0. Today, we explore a practical and potentially life-saving topic: water from thin air, a lifeline in times of disaster. This session focuses on how innovative technologies like atmospheric water generators can extract clean drinking water directly from air, offering hope and resilience during disasters when conventional water sources fail. In emergency and post-disaster situations, adequate clean water can mean the difference between survival and climate accumulation. Our speaker, Devika M V, will walk us through how this technology works and why it is especially critical during natural disasters, drought, and humanitarian emergencies. The talk will highlight its role in ensuring water security when infrastructure is damaged or unavailable. Without further ado, let's welcome Devika M V to the stage for this informative and essential discussion.
Thank you, John, for the beautiful introduction. So I'd like to begin the session with a question. Imagine surviving a cyclone, an earthquake or flood. Your home is damaged, electricity is gone, and the roads are blocked. You're safe, but that's why I really question, and it's urgent too. Where will the next glass of clean drinking water come from? Today, I'm going to talk about a technology that answers this question in an unexpected way by producing drinking water directly from the thin air around us. So, talking about these atmospheric water generators or AWGs are the devices that extract moisture present in the air in the atmosphere and convert it into clean, safe drinking water. The basic scientific principle behind this system is that air always contains some amount of water vapor, even in regions that appear to be dry. By capturing and condensing this vapors, AWG create portable water without relying on rivers, wells, or pipelines. And this makes them especially valuable when traditional water resources are unavailable or contaminated in disaster crises. Major AWG technologies. Basically, there are three main technologies based on this principle on how they extract moisture from the air. The first one is condensation-based AWG, or we can call it as an refrigeration method. Condensation-based AWG, here what happens is that the system works in a manner similar to how water droplets form on the surface of a cold water. And this kind of act has been observed by everybody among us. The first, the ambient air is blown into the system through multiple filters, and these filters remove dust, bacteria, and pollutants from the air. And the filtered air is now cooled below its dew point. So dew point is a point where the water and the air changes into water vapors and then finally condenses into water. So below its dew point, the water air is cooled down, and this is done by using the refrigeration cycle. And this causes the water vapor in the air to condense into liquid droplets. These liquid droplets of the collected water is further then purified through multi-stage filtration, mineralization to improve taste and nutritional value, and also UV fertilization. Sterilization is also done to kill microorganisms. The purified water is then stored and made available for immediate use. And these systems perform best in warm and humid conditions, mainly in tropical areas, where humidity is above 50% and temperature is between 20 to 40 degrees Celsius. As this is a condensation-based AWG, this mainly depends on the humidity in the atmosphere. And depending on the size, the small units of these generators can produce about 20 to 50 liters of water per day, and medium units up to 200 to 900 liters, and large industrial systems can generate more than 2,000 to 6,000 liters per day. And the next type of AWG is desiccant-based AWGs. So, in the condensation-based AWG, areas and humid areas. Now, what happens when these systems comes to in a non-humid area or an arid region? So we can use desiccant-based AWGs in those areas. Desiccant-based AWGs are designed for the environment with low humidity, where condensation-based systems are less effective. In the systems, air passes on special hygroscopic materials. Hygroscopic materials are those materials which collect moisture and trap them. So these materials, such as salt, silica gel, or advanced metal organic frameworks, these materials chemically absorb the moisture from air. Once saturated, the desiccant material is heated using solar energy or electricity, and this releases the absorbed moisture as water vapor, and finally these water vapors are then condensed into liquid form. So main strength of this desiccant AWG is that their ability to operate in low relative humidity conditions, sometimes as low as 20 to 30% of humidity, making them suitable for arid and semi-arid regions. And the third one is solar hydro panel AWG. And this is of the zero mass type. Solar hydro panel AWG represents a more sustainable approach towards these AWGs, as these systems only depend on the energy derived from sun. These systems use sunlight and specially designed hygroscopic materials to extract moisture from the air. Solar energy heats these internal solvents, allowing them to capture water vapor during the day. The vapor then condenses inside a sealed panel and flows into a built-in mineralization chamber. The major advantage of the solar hydro panel is that they do not require external electricity or fuel to operate. They work on sunlight or solar energy. So, making them ideal for isolated or disaster-affected areas. However, they have a limitation, that is, their daily water output is typically around 2 to 5 liters per day. Despite this, they are valuable for long-term resilience in remote locations. And I have included the pictures of these three AWGs. The first one is condensation-based AWG. The second one is desiccant-based, and the third one is solar hydro panel AWG. Okay. So, why these AWGs are useful in post-disaster situations? In most disasters, water infrastructure is under the first system to fail. Post-disaster situations, we can see that the pipelines are break, pumping stations shorted to power outages, floodwaters and damaged wells and reservoirs, and damage was to the transport of water to water. So as a result, access to the safe drinking water becomes a critical challenge within hours of a disaster. So AWGs directly address this issue by producing water on site, independent or damaged infrastructure. Since they rely on air rather than the ground or surface water, they remain functional and even when traditional water resources are unsafe. The key advantage